So hey guys, good morning. Today I'm going to talk about the UiPath Apps mobile-friendly application. So basically, when we talk about mobile-friendly, we are going to just build a kind of a responsive application. It's a kind of reactive application. What does that mean? That means like should work on across the devices. Either you work on mobile device or you work on tablet or you work on browsers or anything, it should work. So basically, I would say this UiPath apps is not a. It doesn't get confused that UiPath apps means this is apps because UiPath apps does not support any mobile kind of native kind of mobile native you can say features. So basically what that mean, I'm saying that if you talk about other low code systems, like if you talk about Mendix out systems or anything else, they do have a kind of mobile friendly features. I mean that once you build your mobile, you can just build something called mobile application, and then you can install the mobile application, your apps into mobile, whether it comes into iOS or it comes into Androids, right? So you can install your application and then you can just go and register your mobile application with this particular apps, and then anyone can go and just download it and they can work it. But what we have into UiPath apps, that doesn't mean. So what UiPath apps mobile friendly we are talking, it should work on your mobile friendly application. I mean it should be very reactive. So when we were working on the larger screen, it should fit into your screen, and when it is coming syncing into your small screen, it should work accordingly. So suppose you are working on mobile, it should fit on your mobile screens as it is. It should not go and cut down any screen on your mobiles or tablets or anything. So there are some tweaks, there are some features which you have to make it enable just to work on reactive applications, right? So let me go and show you. If you see, I have a kind of demo applications which I have already created as a mobile reactive. Let's see how it works. So what I will do, what you can do to create it, just you can go and create, and then it is just like a normal UiPath apps console application, a standalone application. You don't need to select anything here. So you can just go and select the, you can give the name of the app, then select the language like VB application, and then just create it, right? Now what I'm trying to do here, like I go here and just clone this application as a mobile friendly application, right? So this is called demo apps one. Let's go here. What I will do, I will just go and rename this mobile apps to use on mobile. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, if you see this, if I run this application, so let it run. Okay, so now when I'm running this application, you can see I'm just running onto my desktop mobile, you can say browser, right? And then it looks very fit and neat and clean with the browser. Now I want to run this application on tablet or mobile, then how my application will looks like. Do you want to see that? So let's go ahead. What I'm just going to do, I'm just trying to inspect. Okay, so this is already selected as a mobile application here. So now if you see this, I have a logo, I have a title, and then I have a user's name here, right? And I do have some buttons, and then you can see there we have some containers, and this containers is fitting one after another. And then I have some kind of list view, and in list view I do have some buttons just to search it. And then this is kind of you can say the display control, which is like a list view, and then I'm just displaying everything, right? So it's so friendly. And now if you want to go and change the responsiveness, like if you want to say anything, like go and change any iPhone 7, see how it works. It is go and it works very friendly, right? Now if you want to make it 100%, see, now if you change the device like Surface Pro 7, see how it is working. It is working like a Surface Pro 7, right? So now let's go and talk what exactly we have to do for this and what features we have to enable for this. So let's go here. So now if I go to my main page, see basically let's go to this application and let's talk more about this. So basically when you are build a mobile friendly app, you need to take care of few of the things. Like when you are making a container, just drag and drop a container, make sure your container width is 100%. The moment your container width is 100% and horizontal, don't make it vertical. So what it means, like when you have a horizontal containers, it will comes one after another, and then as the device get changed, it will shift one after another, right? So just make set the layout, go add a create a new app, add a container control app, and set layout of the container like horizontal. And then just to make reactive of your container, what did it mean? Like if you want to change the layout and you want to make reactive of your application, make sure allow wrapping, because once you allow wrapping, then your containers becomes reactive, until unless your containers is a kind of just a normal container, right? And then configure the width of the container 100%. These are the three rules which you have to set for mobile application. And then once you run your application, it will work perfectly in any device. So now if you see here, this is one container, and then we are making container horizontal and allow wrapping, and then make size 100%, right? Now we will see how it works in the real scenario, right? So if you see my application here, I have a page container, right? Main page. And in this main page, what I'm doing, I'm just going and calling header page. So let's go and delete this one for confusion. So in this header page, I have a container on top. And if you see here container on top, I have some style. I have made this container as a horizontal, and then I just made it allow wrapping. The moment I made it allow wrapping, this containers becomes reactive. I mean, whenever we load the page, on the payload, it will check the size of your screen, and then it will behave accordingly. It will change accordingly. So what did it mean reactive? Nowadays, we are talking about a lot of reactive application, HTML5, CSS, and all those things, right? That is the reactive is the term where your application is super reactive to response based on your browser screen, right? And then the moment you go here, you make this allow wrapping, and then if you see your size, I have made 100%. So these three things you have to do, right? And now let's go here and see, I have inside this one three container. Why I have made three container? Because sometimes your container need to shift one after another, right? Because maybe your screen is too small. So what I have done, I have made one container, then two container, and three container. And if you see, you can change the size and everything's here, right? And this container has a width of 40%, and this container has a width of 30%, and then I made it 100%. Now, if you see here, my header is loading accordingly with particular 30% width, 40%, 40%. So my 100% width will get always occupied, right? Now, if you go to my main page, header page, so this is the header page, and I have main page, and I'm just calling this header page inside my main page through the page containers, nothing else. So you don't have to do any changes for all the screen. Once you make the changes, call through page container and then run it. Now, if you see this screen, I have a reports just to display. I have three containers, and I'm displaying very kind of a neat report, like how many requests I have, how many unprocessed requests I have, how many processed requests I have. So what I have done, I have just put a kind of a container here, like so. Go here, container button, and made these three things like verticals and all those things, right? Container layout here, and then just change accordingly. Okay. Now, if I go and create a new page, I want to show you something quickly here. So let's go, and what you do, let's go and put a kind of a containers. This is the two type of container layout and container. You don't need to use container layout, just use containers. Just the moment you drag and drop the containers, what you have to do, make this container horizontal. And then if you just put horizontal, and let's go and do some demo here. I put this one, let me treat this, and I put kind of text box, and then text box I can give name as a first name, right? And let's go here and just create three more. So I can say this is the last name, and then I can say this one is a full name. So now do one thing. So now I will go to my main page. I will on my new request. What I will do, I will call my new page. So I can say open a page, and I say new page. Okay, that's it. And then I have a new page. Let me add a button here just to go back, and then you can say open a page, main page, right? So now if you see here, and if I go and run this, so if I just run this, and if I just click on new page, new request, you see here, this is the three buttons, three field, and automatically the height, width, and everything has been set out. Let me go and inspect it. So now if you see, my layout is not working properly. Reasons because I have not set as a responsive, and my height width is not 100% has been set. So now let's go here, and what I need to do, I need to go to my containers, and if you see my containers, go to a style, and this is horizontal, but I have not made it kind of wrapping, right? So now let's go here and say height is 100%, size is 100%. So the moment you made size 100%, then allow wrapping will come. Until and unless allow wrapping will not come. That's so once my size is 100%, I made it allow wrapping, then and then horizontal. That means my container becomes reactive now. Now let's go and run this. So now once I ran the application, now I will click on new request, and now go and make just check it, inspect it. See how it is working. So now this control is changing, and it becomes very reactive after just enabling three things. One is horizontal, and then make it wrapping containers, and then width is 100%. Now you can go and check it, right? You can just go and change anything, and how it is working. It is working perfectly based on requirement as per mobile device. Okay. So thank you guys. Let me know if you have any questions, anything, any doubts on this mobile friendly application.